What's going on, people? Welcome back to NestaTV, and for today's topic we're going to talk about William Saliba, because it is rumored that Arsenal is about to send him out on loan. And my question is that a good or bad idea? Is that a good decision or a bad decision? Is Arsenal making the right move or a bad move? Let me know in the comments what you think, but I'm gonna give you my opinion on everything right now. So William Saliba, we signed him last season, sent him back on loan to St. Etienne. I think we got him for like 27 to 30 mil, somewhere around there. And you know, he remained there. He played a season. He had some injuries, then he came back, and then, you know, since he came back now, a lot of Arsenal fans were saying, yeah, we can't wait to see William Saliba, especially after we signed Gabriel. They're saying we can't wait to see William Saliba link up with Gabriel, and you know, that was the expectation for a lot of Arsenal fans, including I wasn't expecting to see him alongside Gabriel. I think that's for the future. You know, we still gotta keep some experience and, you know, work them in. But Gabriel hit the floor running, and now you're asking, like, you know, yo, what happened to Saliba? Why he not getting a chance? He played one game so far against MK Dons, the friendly, in the preseason, and he looked solid for me. You know, I think he looked very good against MK Dons, and you know, based on his highlights and his games in France, I think for St. Etienne he looked very good defender. So it gets, you know, the question is going to come up, why he can't fit into Arsenal squad when Arsenal have so many poor centre backs, so many centre backs that's not even included, and he can't get a look in. You know, trying to say he's not better than Mustafi, he's not better than Socrates, he's not better than, you know, Chambers, maybe Holden. Does Arteta rate him? I don't even know if Arteta rate him, because it's like we have a 19-year-old centre back that we signed for almost 30 mil, and you would expect that we use him somewhere or the other, but for some reason he can't get to looking. So, and there's two things that play a role right now. One, with them saying that his mom passed away, he had a rough year, and you know, and they was about to loan him back to France so that he can stay close to family. I understood that at first, but then when you look at it now, the transfer window got closed, and you're like, okay, he can't go to France now, so why are we still loaning him out? So it seems like that's not the case. So it's like, what if he's having such a hard time? Why are you sending him on loan to rumored Watford or Brentford? I'm hearing that they want to loan him there because, you know, he'll still be close in London. He'll be still close to London. You know, he still have the Arsenal family close by. To me, I feel like it would just be better to stay at Arsenal, because you probably feel better that with Luiz and, you know, more experienced players. You know, he'll probably feel better that a Xhaka, you know, that Aubameyang and Lacazette, people that speak French, also is telling him like, yo, everything's gonna be okay, you know, we here for you, blah blah blah, rather than to have, you know, Troy Deeney telling him that. You know, Troy Deeney is a legend too, but you know, you probably feel better when you have Aubameyang telling you that, especially with Aubameyang St. Etienne connections, you know. So I just don't understand, it just don't link up for me. But the next part of this now is Arteta comments. First, Arteta came in and said that he need a good transition year. He didn't have a good transition year because the season we loaned him back to St. Etienne, he had an injury and he missed a lot of games. I think he only played like 17 games in his second season, and the first season before we signed him he played like 19 games. So you have to remember, Saliba is still a young defender. In his professional career so far, he haven't even played more than 40 senior games yet. He only played like, you know, he played almost 40 senior games in the League One, almost 40. So it's like, he's not that experienced, you know, but based on what we've seen, he looks solid. You know, you don't need to play 100 games to be a good defender. So Arteta, other comments, he came out and said that Saliba need to work on his defending set pieces and resisting the temptation to go to ground if he want to, you know, pretty much become a better defender and make it into the Arsenal starting 11. Let's track back. He said you need to work on defending set pieces and resisting the temptation to go to ground. Listen, you cannot blame that on Saliba. Arsenal haven't been defending set pieces good ever since Arsene Wenger. So you cannot blame that on Saliba when after we had all these so many good defenders and we still couldn't defend set pieces. resisting the temptation to go to ground. That don't make no sense to me, because Mustafi still play for this club. Mustafi is the king of going to ground. Even David Luiz sometimes go to ground. Look at Liverpool in the box. Mohamed Salah put David Luiz on his bottom, and then it's just, you know, unlucky that Martinez tipped it over the post. But you cannot. I'm gonna be honest. I'd rather have Saliba going to ground than to have Mustafi in my defense going to ground. Like against Tottenham when Harry Kane pushed him off and, you know, ran away, leave him and stuff. You know, I'd rather have a young defender who's gonna learn from him. I don't feel like Mustafi can learn anything else right now. He's at a place, I feel like he's at a place in his career where it's just going to be the same thing over and over, because that's just who he is. I feel like with Saliba, you can teach him these things, and you said that he needs to work on this stuff. So won't it be better for you as the coach to keep him and teach him how to, especially as 19 years old. It's not like he's in his 20s, so you want him to experience it going out on loan. He can still experience it at being 19, but wouldn't it be better for you to work on it with him every day in practice? Obviously, Arteta see him every day in training so far. He probably seen something that we're not seeing. But based on what we've seen at Saint Etienne, I know it's only the French league, he looks like a solid defender. So, and we're always happy because we're like, okay, we have a young defender coming in, so we can probably get rid of like a Mustafi who's been causing us issues in our defense for all these years now. So it's a tough one, you know, and I'm gonna be honest, I feel like it don't make sense, you know. I understand if you want him to go on loan to build experience, you know, to get more playing time, and you know, the championship is a very competitive league, so I feel like him having a season in the championship, he will get a lot of play time, hopefully, you know, going to Watford or Brentford. He will get a lot of playing time in the championship. It's very competitive, and by the time he come back next season, we can probably have a world-class defender. You never know, a very, very good defender. Rather than staying at Arsenal, would he get that much playing time? You know, I feel like at 19 years old, if you put him into like, we got 6 Europa League group games to play in the first stage. You know, you can't even keep him to play that. You know. Pretty much the Carabao Cup games and stuff like that. Why can't he play these games? So maybe Arteta want him to go on and get more experience, get more playing time in England, but don't make it look like you have to send him out on loan because you need to work on resisting the temptation to go to ground, when Mustafi is going to come back in our defense and keep doing the same thing because he's still at the club. You know what I mean? And defending set pieces, when we're much better at defending set pieces, but it's just been a part of Arsenal history that we just had so many issues defending set pieces, that, you know, Dillap long throws for Stoke and all of this, we always had issues. So I feel like if he's gonna go on loan, I feel 50-50 with this, because I feel like, you know, if he stay, he can play those Europa League games. He can build his experience that way, being in training, learning from like a David Luiz. People might say what they want to say about David Luiz, but he's so experienced. He's playing so many games, played with so many good defenders, and he will have something to teach Saliba. And, you know, being at practice, you know, in the training sessions with these type of guys, you know, you have Pablo Marie, who is a little bit more experienced too. You know, even Socrates been playing for a while. You know, going up against Aubameyang in training all the time, you know, he'll gain his experience that way, and then playing in those cup games, and whenever we might, if he does good, we might have to pull him into a Premier League game or two, you never know. But if he's at Watford, we never know, you know, we might say, yeah, he'll get a lot of game time. What if he goes there and the manager at Watford or Brentford or wherever he goes on loan, what if they don't fancy him? What if they don't think that, you know, he's, you know, that good for them? Then he's gonna go to the championship and pretty much not get the game time. So it's like, I feel 50-50 about this. You guys can let me know in the comments, you know, what you think about this situation. It's a tough one. I don't know if Arsenal have something up their sleeve where they're gonna say, hey, you go to Watford on loan and we can get Ismail Sarr. You can go to Brentford on loan and we get Said Benrahma. You know, I kind of feel like Arsenal have something up their sleeve in regards to that, but we have space to register another you know, overseas player in the squad and stuff like that. So we have to watch and see, but I feel 50-50. Please let me know in the comments what you guys think. And you have to remember his centre-back partner at Saint Etienne, who was a centre-back partner at Saint Etienne, Wesley Fofana, he just moved to Leicester City, and he's the same age as Saliba, even though he's about to turn 20 soon, but he's still 19, and we're gonna watch to see exactly what Brendan Rodgers do with him at Leicester, because I'm gonna be honest, Leicester is short on centre-back right now because of injuries and stuff, but I don't think Brendan Rodgers is going to keep him on the bench, especially when he was a starting centre-back at Saint Etienne. That's one to look out for. When Soyuncu came to Leicester, he did very good. So I feel like a player is only going to be good if you give them the opportunity. So let's wait and see what happens. Let me know in the comments once again what you think about the situation. Is it a good or bad decision to, you know, to send Saliba out on loan, or we should keep him? Let me know in the comments what you say, guys. And that's pretty much it, you know. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, smash the thumbs up button, get me some likes on this video, and please share the content on your social media. I really appreciate it to grow the channel. People, thanks again for watching. It's your boy Nesta. I'm out.